3-0 up, first 17 minutes of the game, and this time you didn't let your foot off the pedal.
Yeah, it was. The first half was very solid, I think, but not even as good as yesterday. But the score was not there. But yesterday, whereas today we had the score. You always worry about Pakistan. They are compact and they counter-attack, but I think we were pretty solid throughout, you know, and so from that point of view I'm very pleased. Anytime you beat Pakistan you're happy if you win with that score, and that's very nice.
So it's a stark contrast having your second team, you beat them 6-0 this time. Developmental squad, you beat them 7-0 in the Olympics.
But yeah, I'm not sure that, well, sometimes the score blows out, it's not, the next time it's 1-0, so...
Every trophy was 1-0.
But if you look behind the result at the chances that we made and opportunities, then you know that was a pretty solid performance by us. I'm happy with the defensive effort. I'm happy with the work at the front. We always miss some that we should get, but the circle was full of players in the end, and so there was never much time.
You seem to have a lot of time on the ball today. Pakistan keep each other much of the time.
Oh yeah. You know, they had their moments too, and so sometimes the score suggests it's more uneven than it was. But yesterday we got a couple of corners against us, and they were scored, and suddenly the game changed complexion. Where I thought we were just as much in the ascendancy yesterday as we were today, but we didn't get the score. Sometimes that happens.
You've had 2 games with the young fellas now, or it's the debut talks before?
Yeah.
They're settling in nicely?
I think they are. Glenn here is an old player now. A year ago he was one of the younger ones, and now he's sometimes our captain. So but yeah, the young ones are doing fine. This is a good cauldron to test them in, because it's difficult to play in this heat against teams like Pakistan. You have to be sharp.
When you play Malaysia next?
Yeah, I think Malaysia is maybe one of the most difficult teams here because of their experience and the home crowd, and they always play at 8 o'clock, so they're never tired. So I think they have everything in their favour, and so and it'll be noisy, and well, the umpires are affected when it's noisy and the crowd's yelling, so those things are always an issue.
Your team is getting into the habit of scoring half a dozen goals or more against Pakistan. They played very well. But what do you think was really lacking in the Pakistan side?
Well,
you played against some of the best teams.
They have. You take out Wazim and Shakil and Rashid, you lose a little bit of quality there. But I think we took a few chances early, and that broke the game open. Otherwise, it could have been a war of attrition.
The first 4 minutes.
Like the Champions Trophy, the first few minutes, Pakistan played quite well. So I expect a war of attrition. If the game breaks open, then I'm pleased. But I never know. It depends on how well you take your chances. But as I said, if you look at the numbers behind the result, we had more ascendancy against India yesterday in the first half, and it was 1-0.
Glenn, here's your thoughts of the game. A couple of youngsters guiding them well.
Yeah, I think part of the benefit with the group at the moment is that we've got guys that are starting their career, but then some of them aren't necessarily young guys. They've been in our national competition for 6, 7, 8 seasons, and yeah, they're getting a justified chance at playing international hockey, and I think the beauty of it is that they're ready to step into this level of competition, and I think at the moment they're getting tested, and as we all are, in these conditions and against good opposition. So I think that's part of the reason that we're able to put a good performance forward the first 2 days, but you know, it's just about backing up each and every day. It can change really quickly.
I think the point that makes a good one, though, if you look at Mareki, Boyne, Miller, Budget, they're in their mid-20s. They've played a lot in our domestic competition. They're solid, very solid players. So they're not coming in here as 20-year-olds with, and they know how to play. And they've played in our A team. They've played a lot of games against visiting international teams, so they believe they can do it. Yeah. young Daniel Beale is a different kettle of fish. He's the 20-year-old, he'll be in our Junior World Cup team. He's obviously very promising too, but for a different reason. But the point I make is those other guys, they're in the mid-20s, they've been around, they're solid.
Any more questions, gentlemen? Thank you.
Thank you.
I request the members of media to come in before the press conference and not halfway through.